I'm going to share how our understanding of reality is completely skewed based on limited data, and we're making significant life decisions and changes based on this limited data and skewed reality. In order to show and illustrate this point, I'm going to share with you that I used to teach physiology to doctors. So, before being all mystical and esoteric, I of course went through traditional medical training and sciences, right? And so I'm going to share with you the perspective of a cell, right? And the reason I'm doing this is because our cells and how they function is literally how our body, community, world, universe functions, right? That's called the Law of Correspondence. And so you can imagine if you pretend that you're just a cell in a body, right? And then your body went to the gym and you did, some squats, some bench presses, whatever your favorite exercise to do. And you take it to the limit, right? You take it until your muscles are exhausted. Well, what's happening inside the cell is you're actually causing cellular damage, right? The cell, parts of it, actually gets damaged, which is why there's soreness the next day. And that soreness is from inflammation and these inflammatory chemicals that come to the area, right? And so imagine if we just stopped there, right? The cell, if it had its own consciousness in mind, it says, damn it, I just got traumatized and now I'm wounded. And now I gotta spend time healing, right? And the cell would take efforts to heal itself. But if we zoom out and get perspective, what we realize is that it isn't really a trauma or a wound. The cell did take on damage, but the cell made itself more resilient in this process, right? It just basically was a workout. And so what if we applied this concept to our life, right? That the many isolated situations that we have called wounds and traumas, right, are actually just workouts, right? They're life experiences that did cause, like, we're not saying it didn't cause any pain or emotional energetic contractions, but all of that was to simply build resiliency, right? Just like the cells become more resilient, right? Better endurance, more strength, and so on and so forth. And so I just wanted to offer this context because there's so many ways to perceive reality, and we're being programmed to perceive reality a specific way so that we can be profited from. And so I'm a huge fan of supporting the awareness that we can choose any story, any game to play. We don't have to play the society imposed game. And you can literally see how to do this by just looking at your cells, your physiology, right? All the secrets in the world are within.